their early maps, but always showed up in a big way in the second half, especially Durka. Once he gets an op in his hands, man's on fire.
And it's the third time DRX have brought out a new composition thus far this tournament. They start things off on the attack side.
Yeah, DRX just putting that camera over in showers, gets cleared away by less on the other side. Vitality know that DRX are pretty heavy over on this side of the map, and Safe has to get out of there. Bro just barely dodges the damage.
And in with the TP, Hyunmin will take control. A reframe from Vitality, but Hyunmin, oh my, he's got the flash in hand. Still goes 1 for 1, and Vitality pull back.
Less somehow being alive, though, in a really uncomfortable spot, because DRX could look to fight into backside. That drone's going to ping him out, so he jumps back into the smoke as reinforcements arrive for Vitality.
No plant attempted just yet, but already some damage, and that's a TP hit. No one here to receive for Vitality. But the nade gets a kill onto Mako.
That's crazy. A little bit of an overcommit on the rotate, but Kix is already here. 2 players stuck up in heaven. Good news is that Cage has dropped down, allows them to get out, but Kix already on a warpath here. Finds his first and still pressing forward. DRX have spread apart over into elbow. Up in hook, and Freeing is able to find that first one.
It's all down to flashback. The 1v3. Needs to isolate a duel here, but Vitality, they play this very patient. Wait for the smoke to fade and now spot out his position. Triple swing sure to come as Flashback tries to isolate a duel, and Vitality won't give it to him.
Excellent work from Kix in that round. First one to rotate back over to the B site, first one to find the opener. Just kind of entered for himself. This is a really unfortunate situation because you never expect that Viper to be hiding right in the corner. But all things considered, with this retake and sort of playing around those smokes very nicely from Kix, Vitality start themselves off strong.
That to me seems like such a classic Vitality round of what they've been good at. Slowing the rounds down, swinging together in the team fighting, I think is where this team really thrives. Obviously, incredible individual skill on each of the players on this roster. That's why people are calling them a super team.
Now stepping up here, Outlaw in the hands of Durka, but already is pinged out. He is in a lot of trouble. The teleport in, Hyunmin finds the kill. And if they can recover that Outlaw, that could be huge.
Trex has stolen it back from them. Dips away, and DRX will make things out here. Safe, a little whiffy, but he finds his mark at the end. Mako should be able to get the plant down uncontested. Now where's the fight from DRX?
I'm all out.
They've got to take here into Lamps. Flash dodged out from Safe, and Trex going to make quick work of that. Switches over to the Ghost, as a matter of fact, bringing in reinforcements. And even though it was that opener that went down onto Durka, Vitality have stabilized.
Flashback. Not a great chance of winning this round now. Any more
Back-to-back
damage would be great.
1v3s, right?
Yeah, bit more difficult this time. He does have trips down on the site, but not the best plant for him. With his position revealed already, it should be an easy cleanup for Vitality.
To say easy, but down to 20 HP, 733. That could have been pretty dire. Vitality bought 4 rifles going into that round, so only end up losing the one because those players survive. Still, it's nice to see Hyunmin finding the opener, right? DRX made a big comp swap coming into this match, the highlight being that Yoru, I think. It's no longer the Rays they're playing. DRX's coach, Termi, was very vocal about saying that after watching EMEA and Americas play specifically, that they wanted to start picking up that Yoru. And already Hyunmin finding that opener.
The 2 rookies for DRX, Freeing and Hyunmin, have just been incredible in their first match already here at Masters Bangkok.
Vitality have bought a little bit here. Extra Phantom, a Stinger in too, as Hyunmin fires forward.
Great flash on the Kicks. Yeah, no chance, and damage through the smoke as well. Hyunmin slows down for a moment, and the salvos keep him at bay, but DRX happy to just be a man up in this position.
Yeah, I mean, just look at all the utility they ate up.
Here's
all of the stall.
Durka spots him out in the corner, but can't really commit to the fight. DRX keep Hyunmin alive, and he'll TP out as well.
Yeah, Vitality haven't overcommitted the rotates. They've still got 2 players over towards A. Safe realizes that's just a clone, but he's in a great spot to punish if DRX decide to jump in the teleport.
Durka alone on the site. Vitality put him in these positions yesterday. Think of his ace on Fracture.
He knows he's there.
First base is good for Durka. He'll duck away, and Trex has come in for a kill as well. Flashback, Not even into hookah, but that's a very big kill for DRX. Now, options opened up, but Durka shuts them down again. And now it's an attack from one front for DRX.
And there's just no time. 20 seconds left. Players still on site, up in hookah. Trex is just anchoring like a beast right here. But now with the spike going down, Durka's gone all the way around the world into long. There's no chance really for Hyunmin to get this spike down with Durka coming in on the flank. He was just dancing around them.
The pathing was incredible from Durka that round. Gets the kill towards long. Helps his teammate with a double swing in hookah. And then is going for that late reflank as well. Truly incredible in those positions.
But it's just back-to-back rounds now where Hyunmin's found that first kill, got an even extra bit of chip damage onto Less. But this time it's Durka with that reposition up into hookah, helping his teammate out there, going for that re-wrap that ends up converting that round for Vitality. And like I was saying before the round, like they decided to purchase up a little bit into that too.
Vitality had some slow starts yesterday in both of their maps against T1. Required some big second half rallies to end up winning. It's good for them to get a bit of a stronger start today.
I already seen them lock in a bit. DRX now, I mean, we'll see if Hyunmin can find anything. This time it's a stinger, so maybe a little bit less likely. Flashback's gonna take his chance.
Kicks out of the smoke, he gets absolutely nothing. Trex isolated as well, DRX. They just ran him down on this eco round, and suddenly, it's only 2 left alive for Vitality.
Yeah, I think we've done the thing where we praised Vitality for having a clean opener, and all of a sudden DRX had just killed them. Flashback getting 3 kills there is just ridiculous. The Sheriff start at the beginning, and then upgrading into the rifle. A flawless round for DRX is crazy on the eco.
Yeah, ridiculous. But a very nice round constructed off of that Yoru ult. Thus far, we've seen them go for these early takes and then wait normally that 40 seconds for the breach tail util to come back online. This time they just slam it in off the Yoru ult, catch the Anchors of Vitality out on their own.
Yeah, it felt like when they paused in the past, like you think round 3 when they were just waiting in long, it didn't really fool Vitality. Vitality had space outside showers. Even Durka had the angle where we saw, you know, player shoulders into long. So I like DRX changing that one up here, especially on the light buy.
MasterCard thrifty for DRX to get them on the board.
If you compromise your position, you hand them a free
Vitality will be able to get a buy back out though, and they're close to some key ults.
Let's see this shot one more time. Oh, he just goes for the double jump up. That's why Les wasn't ready for it. Feels a little bit bad, but Vitality shouldn't be scattered in a position like that.
Flashback, not one of the rookies on this team.
Let's try to do some damage.
Was there for their 2024 run where they only made 1 global event. But it's definitely come into his own right this year.
Now if those first 4 rounds were, you know, a bit lighter from DRX, hold on, safe, spotted out by Flashback. DRX are about to be in a great position the next few rounds. They've got Flashback's ult right now, but all of those heavy hitters, they got 4 monster ults that are going to be coming up very soon.
Vitality have not been able to stop DRX from taking long every round, and it puts him in a great position to just send the exec. Here comes a pinch to the TP. Safe finds his kill, and there's even more util to help Durka out, so DRX need to expedite onto this site. They've done that, but Bane is just having to swat them away and wasn't ready for Durka to swing in. A plant. Now, which direction did DRX choose to fight?
DRX are all just sort of dividing up and taking their ones right now. Finally, Hyunmin's going to regroup over into long. This is the fight that'll mean everything.
It's all up to freeing. Durka a little ahead of Les, but the shot's not good enough for 2. Les instead controls that space. And the IGL for DRX has an impossible task. A good start though, but a pinch from Spawn, and that puts a bow on it for Vitality.
So the only round DRX have won over on this B site was when they dominated hookah, right? That lurk from Flashback. He's found kills there a couple of times, but these other rounds, Vitality have been jumping up into that space, fighting very aggressively. And with DRX only sending 1 player in there, I think if they want to keep going B, they need to put up a little bit more fight there, or risk never really being able to get out into the side itself.
Almost every round, Vitality has been able to dominate space in showers control uncontested, which means they're never feeling threatened by TP plays coming back towards A from B late rounds, meaning that they get to have pretty heavy stacks on that B site towards the end of these rounds when DRX is actually going for their execs.
Yeah, because, you know, we saw in round 1 and 2, DRX were playing over towards the A side. Playing over towards the A side, but every round it's been 5 players going to one site from DRX. There's not really the threat of late lurks coming in, and truthfully, part of this is going to be the comp swap for DRX, right? Flashback had been playing Viper previously. That wall obviously opens up so many opportunities to find your little timings over towards the A side of the map. On this Cypher, it's a little bit less possible to find the lurk because you've got to walk out into these big open spaces.
So the first chance for Termi, DRX's veteran coach, to get a word with the players. It's his 10th global event he's been a part of, and he has a tendency to always make it out of groups with this DRX team.
Yeah, it's been a long time. DRX never actually fallen out in the group stage.
Last time, 2021.
Yeah, and they weren't called DRX back then, were they?
No, Vision Strikers, but they did lose to Durka in that tournament back when he was on Fnatic to go out. I don't want to make a habit of it here.
Yeah, you know, it is a little funny seeing, you know, so many new teams, I think, on the international stage are not seeing the classics. All right, you don't have Loud, you don't have maybe a Fnatic, but you still got Durka and Les. They're still always showing up to the big stage.
And you don't have that same DRX, but with some new rookie players, you keep the IGL Mako in the mix as out of the timeout, DRX turn their attention towards A and take control in Showers.
Yeah, so there you go, exactly. Shutting down that Showers look. This time Vitality's playing a much stronger open on the B side.
They're just sending it on A, it looks like here. In goes the Annihilation, a Brim ult as well, but Vitality have a smoke to get out front sight, and that's huge for Trex. He'll dip back, but has to dance around, then he's unable to avoid the bullets. Another player just flooding, and that's psychotic from Les. He wanted to take his risk, but it doesn't pay off.
Now it's just kicks in Durka. Yao, you've got a showstopper in hand. They're Seekers too, but these two players are going to have to find some kind of an opening pick before they can commit those big abilities. That stun refresh is just brutal.
Still a rocket for Durka. Satchel punch sight, it's perfect onto Hyunmin, but the trade is there from Flashback. And Durka just doesn't have much time to work with here. He's getting wrapped from behind. Still Yuto working against him, and he just wants to keep his gun.
Get out of there, man. No chance in a round like that. And looking at the money, it's all right for Vitality right now, but Safe and Durka had both bought down, so very important they can hold on to that rifle and have at least 4. You could even have Durka not take the rifle this round and commit the showstopper.
Both rounds DRX have won, and I think we've seen him take advantage of what has been so strong about these compositions they've been playing. Switching into the Breach, Taeho, Yoru on every single map they've played thus far means you have 3 of the best power ults in the game to build rounds off of.
And you know, it's not easy to hit the A site with a solo Yoru, right? When you're not playing the Raze, it's very hard to threaten those fights into backside because you don't have the double satchel over truck or something like that. So the fact Hyunmin was taking those fights into backside anyways and finding his mark. Good sign for DRX early on.
Staying stun over towards Showers.
Yeah, that's going to be DRX's typical default now over towards the A side of the map. But this round, Hyunmin and Freeing are testing that space over towards B. It seems like the timeout was to sort of structure these early rounds to show a lot of presence into A, but open up maybe some lurk opportunities.
Well, you rarely see players take advantage of that. The silent drone walks his way out, spots 2 players.
It can be nice though, because if you don't hear that drone, you don't necessarily know that the reclear came in, unless you've got players there to get pinged on out by it.
Les being more
On out by it.
Les being more proactive in holding long this time.
Wow, look at that utility. It's just endless.
But it's expired now. DRX.
See, it's just so hard to lurk into A short on the Cypher. Viper maybe have a chance, but it's really just to buy some pressure here while they fight over into the B side of the map.
There's a pit on the B side. Do they want to finish here? They still had some pressure
they want
towards
to TP
Showers. I
into
think it's a TP.
They surely want to move over towards A, and a couple players have rotated for Vitality. The timing is good now for DRX to send it.
Kix was hesitant, so it all comes down to Durka. He still has that showstopper, ready to go top drop. Only 20 seconds, DRX. Need to get this plant down quick. But the ult goes wide. Still, 15 seconds. DRX, where is that plant? It's yet to even be attempted. Fight forward from Durka. This man's doing it all. 2 kills picked up. The plant is stopped, and the next player ready to swing through. No! The spike makes it down, but it was never enough.
What a chaotic round. That was absolute mayhem. Durka getting the 2 kills over into Lamps opened up everything for Vitality, though. And with so little time on the clock, it's like DRX, even if they have 5 players alive, it's a 4v5, because one guy's got to be trying everything to get that spike down on the ground. I think the important play here, actually coming in before the retake, is the fact that Kix had sort of half-rotated over to the B site, sent up a big Skybird over that Viper's pit that didn't ping anyone, so he was quickly moving back towards the A site. Vitality hadn't overcommitted even with so little time, so they were ready to get that fight. They didn't actually lose full control of site, and it gave that opening opportunity for Durka to control the site.
DRX go back to the well of B. Good stun, catches on to Kix. Young's past it. Here's the replay from Vitality. It's excellent. The decay catches too, and Vitality cuts them all down. Flashback has found the time to walk out, but the smoke from his teammate, Les, a bit of safety to isolate these duels. And in a one-on-one, you know Les is just going to pick them apart.
Not letting the eco come through this time around, no sir. Just a complete lockdown. Honestly, I've really liked how Kix has been playing on this map. This time it's that fight supporting Les very nicely into long. But really my eyes go towards this 9th round. DRX need to salvage something towards the back end of this half. They've got the ultimate on Hyunmin to work with. Looks like they're gearing up for an A hit. They had the 1 slow round, but since then it's just been go, go, go.
Showers fight this round for Vitality.
Who's next?
But there's the ult. Already teleporting in. Hyunmin should be able to find where this is coming from. Armageddon going in. Doesn't really affect
Hold on,
them here.
Hyunmin's all the way up in heaven. Bro's throwing out a flash. He's out of this, looking for someone. Les, can he find that timing? Because right now, Vitality crushing outside Showers.
Cutting through.
Another TP for Hyunmin to get back into the site here, and a flash to follow up off of it. It's a very weird one now. Vitality on a bit of an island towards Showers, but they know exactly where Hyunmin is. The satchel, good, but not enough. Safe, guys. There's no ammo for Durka. He's got the shorty. Goes back in. Hyunmin takes him down. And Vitality, they're split up at this point. Another possible 1v1 for Hyunmin. 3 kills already for the rookie. That's 4. Hyunmin, he wants it. The crowd chants for it, and Trex swings out front. Sight Bane steals away the ace, but it's the round DRX needed regardless.
That was just absurd from Hyunmin. I mean, Vitality had full control of Showers. There's no way you should be able to plant the spike. But Hyunmin going all the way up into heaven with that ultimate. Getting that kill onto Les, and then whatever the hell this was, I don't even know. We missed the shots going wide at the beginning, but it's all good. Hyunmin kept it composed, kept it together, and kept DRX in this half.
So they head back to it. A breach ult, now available this round. And that same look to take Showers. Trex was ready for it. Swung in off of that stun, but couldn't quite catch the timing.
You can see, though, that stun timing is nasty with the TP coming in. Back in round 2, Hyunmin found a kill with it. And it'd be hard to replicate that success, but here come DRX.
TP front side. Safe is
Hey,
in
get
the
out of the drone!
He's gonna die to the missiles! Oh, that's a tragedy for Safe.
But Trex in backside gets that first one. Vitality are still putting up a fight. Lamp's been a constant problem with his fighting to backside. Hasn't been conclusive just yet. Hyunmin still on the prowl, still trying to get a little bit more. And now with an ultimate coming down, Bane and Hyunmin are tearing this side apart.
But it evens to a 2 versus 2. And the reposition for Trex. I don't know if Bane is ready for him to be in Showers. It's perfect from Trex.
Down A.
Now another rookie with his chance for a clutch, but he's not prepared. Vitality immediately answer back.
These rounds are just getting a little bit crazy. But you can see that once the dust sort of settles, those individuals on Vitality, they see those angles they can take, whether it's Trex walking into showers, or then Les trying to go on the complete other side of the site. Getting that late pinch in, those positions just so unexpected.
Yeah, Vitality winning the round, despite Sage just getting cooked by the missiles.
Yeah.
Well in his drone. Les did recover the off there, so Durka will have another go with that favorite weapon of his.
It's just another round where DRX have basically nothing. Hero rifle on Hyunmin.
If they get some picks, they're one off of 2 key ultimates as well. Have a chance to snowball that.
But look at Durka under hookah with the op. Actually ends up shooting the drone. So his spot's been revealed. He's got to go into the showstopper and he's got to find it.
What's more Durka than that? You think the man's in trouble, and he just sends it at you. That's a shorty! Not a care in the world from Durka. Donates them an operator. In goes Vitality. And they'll clean up this anti-eco with an absurd quantity of confidence.
Yeah, no problem. Les gonna pick up that up, chuck it over to Durka once again. When Vitality were up against T1 on this map, you know, another Pacific team, they've just gotten luck of the draw on that. Back-to-back matches, but his op was absolutely beastly. Haven't seen too much of it so far in this half. That's always something DRX, now they're gonna know, is very much on the cards, something they're gonna have to deal with.
DRX, with both the Yoru ult and the orbital strike, a really nasty combo, especially if you can breach, stun, body block a player into it.
Yeah, ultimate comes in. How much is he actually gonna see here? Hyunmin just gonna see less for the time being.
There's the stun, there's the flash, less. He can't see a damn thing.
Crazy.
Executed by Hyunmin. But Trex has made it out. No one's ready for Trex on the site. He didn't do enough though. Needed more than just one. And now it's an off on the retake. That's just the clone. But he'll swing in for more as smoke pops though. Becomes all the more difficult.
All right, Durka did grab a Phantom there. Some chances to get back into this round, but DRX are all bundled up on site right now. Great angles to play off of one another. They don't leave anything to chance here.
Smoke fades. Bang, first contact. That's very good from Durka. But Hyunmin in the corner, taken down as well. That's incredible out of Durka. And the trades come in. Somehow, the IGL's in a 1v1, but Mako in the perfect position to close that round out.
DRX get a little bit going there towards the end. Not the best start for them, but look at a round like this. I mean, I think the Yoru experiment has clearly been paying off for them in the offseason. That was nice.
Yeah, it really has. 4 rounds for DRX. For the most part, off of the ult combos, off of new ideas being invested, but still a very long road to go for them. The clutch absolutely critical to close out for Mako. And it's halftime, but we have something very special standing by for you.
Oh?
2 special guests for an interview at the half.
I'm here in the crowd right now with 2 very special guests. I have David and Linda here, 2 Vitality super fans, of course. Now, David, your brother's team is up there. How stressful is it watching this live?
Oh my gosh, I'm having a heart attack right now.
Are you okay? You'll be okay?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Okay. Well, you gotta check up on your brother then, but I think he's doing okay. And Linda, you've been doing a lot of Valorant content recently. How's that been, like being invited to show matches, going to events like this too?
No, this has been awesome. It's been super cool. Also checking out Thailand and everything. So yeah.
And the fans love you. I mean, a while ago, you had so many fans coming up to you saying, "I love you so much."
No, it's great. We're from California, so it's really cool having an audience here too.
And of course, both of you, I'm really curious what a duo Q night is between the 2 of you guys.
It's me, her, and Baby Bay, so it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Baby Bay from Faye played FaZe. Yeah.
Shout out to Baby Bay, we miss you over here. And of course, I hear that this is your first time in Thailand. How are you liking it so far?
I love Thai tea. So I've been drinking that every day, and mango sticky rice. So it's been really cool.
Guess what we have backstage? We have Thai tea and mango sticky rice as well.
Can I have that right right now.
I will send it to you. I will send it to you. And David, what about you? How are you liking Thailand?
I love Thailand. This is my third time here, and the food is great. The people are so nice. It's perfect. Literally the perfect place to be.
We keep coming back, right?
Keep coming back.
We love it here. But anyway, Vitality, they're doing pretty well right now. But I just want to let you guys give, maybe a little bit of words of encouragement for them to close out this map.
I'd say my words of encouragement are Daniel, keep smiling, because when you're smiling on stage, you know they're doing well.
And you, Linda?
I'm just like so excited to see Daniel play and coaching. You know, it's a lot of hard work and dedication, and I know he cares about the players' mental and everything. So it's just really cool to see it like all live.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. We'll go back to the game.
Cool to hear from some people close to Coach Faded from Vitality. It's his first year coaching a Tier 1 Valorant team. His first global event he's made it to. Before this, he was in Tier 2 NA, coaching on FaZe Clan. I talked to Baby Bay. He said he took a group of different players, made them into brothers. Trying to do that with some big personalities here on Vitality as well.
Let's see how that can come into play on this pistol. Vitality could start off great. But already I've seen Durko with double satchel and a shorty. It's U-Haul destruction coming on in off the back of the Teho utility. Tripwire not going to turn into a kill for DRX though, but they do control showers.
Les versus Mako.
Launching
And
smoke.
a very important part of the map to control still for DRX. Vitality not committing to the plant. They want to actually get a kill before they go for this. No one's looking triple. No one's looking flashback. He's whipped it. Still finds two and swings in for more. Bit of a redemption for him as Bane finds an opener as well. Kicks trading things back out. It's pandemonium. And Durko only has a shorty? How can he even get a gun out of this? They have him trapped. Locked in, and a swing coming through. The shorty's just not good enough for that.
Yeah, don't think he's gonna get it done, as a matter of fact. Madness round right there. I don't know. DRX somehow with flashback sitting here on triple. There's a smoke right there, so Vitality don't really respect the fact that someone could be hiding there. And it turns into a bit of a mess. Kicks finding 3 kills.
Oh, what a chaotic way to end that round, but DRX absolutely needed that. Now bring the gap down to 3.
Oh, big news here. So an Outlaw was bought up and tossed over. Kicks through that to Durka, and there's 4 players on light armor. Or actually, they switched up. There's only 2 players on light for DRX. That's actually a great call if Mako made that. Make sure they can't get punished by the hero buy.
Drone is down.
Brings drone, just spots the 1.
Unfortunately for Vitality, they're going into the wrong site to get value out of the Outlaw. With the Cypher here to scout. Wait!
That was the player on half armor.
It should have been the difficult site, but somehow the Cypher's down and the timing is missed to fight into short.
Still, that's not a gun that's recoverable.
But the problem is now, DRX are playing a very low info comp, so they're going to start walking down in numbers. And Freeing's going to walk straight into Trax, even getting the timing. That's now a Spectre picked up. Vitality of 5v3, and they just walked in with an Outlaw.
Mako a chance to save it. Down goes Durka, and Hyunmin a 1v1 as well. Getting overwhelmed by 2, but Hyunmin, he's good for it. Still not out of the woodwork just yet. Vitality, they've walked their way up short A.
I got the spike.
And they've recovered the Outlaw onto Kicks.
Yeah, got a flash to play with. 2 players, 1 shot right now for DRX. Really Bane to be the serious problem. He's not quite in range to use his util just yet. DRX can take things slowly, regroup, and play numbers in this retake.
Hyunmin will die to 1 shot of the Outlaw. But thankfully, Bane and Mako both good with full armor. Aftershock on to save. He barely gets away, but Hyunmin swings in and takes care of him. So now it's Kicks alone, and surely there's enough odds for DRX to just overwhelm this one, and yeah, they'll shut it down. Got a little dicey for a moment,
Sure.
but they win their anti-eco.
Yeah, good on DRX to sort of settle down and equalize in that round once they'd fallen down in numbers.
But you hit on something there, how low info this comp is for DRX. They have a lot of great tools for active re-clears, for retakes, but in the mid-rounds, Vitality can really work them on the rotations.
It's primarily once either Cypher is gonna die or that util ends up being cleared away, right? Because Vitality find that opening pick and then all of a sudden it's like, well, we have no real anchor to rely on here. It's kind of hard to play that, because really when you look at this comp swap for DRX, you're going to be seeing a lot of these rounds where it's 4-1, where Cypher's going to be on his own, no longer on the Viper. Cypher much more self-sufficient, and DRX have the tools to fight forward with this breach pickup.
And also, they have the ults that they want to prioritize. Hyunmin, on their bonus round, will have the Yoru ult available. And he's just sending it to trap play. Dirk is in the sky, and the missiles knock him straight back down.
What a combo there. Again, DRX put in the work on all these new Yoru comps they're trying to debut. They had not been playing the Breach previously. Now they've got ways to combo with the Yoru, to combo with the Taeho. Even played the fast rotate if they want with that Yoru.
When you think about the history of this team, they've always loved to cook up the combos, to cook something special, and they're going for another one here. Spotting 2 players out.
It's
Hyunmin,
weird, though, only seeing the 2.
does he want to go for this one? They're kind of chasing behind him. He's got a clone to work with, but just pulls them away, and TP's out of dodge.
Yeah, so right now, Vitality need this pick to be found by Trex. Dog comes in, and that's going to cause the bailout from freeing.
Stun available, another from the Taeho, but it doesn't catch on the Trex.
All the time, though, Vitality are moving over into this A side, trying to lurk into this Cypher. First tripwire broken. DRX already have 2 players here ready to hold.
Oh, Flashback had a chance on the kicks. He doesn't convert it. And now with the smokes up, the spike should be able to make its way down.
There's not a lot of time.
Spam, there's a gap in the smoke. He converts. Safe trying to plant. The spam coming in. Safe sticking. He'll get it down. But Hyunmin through the smoke for 2.
And now this flank coming in from Bane. It's just a ghost. Trex isn't able to get it done. Hyunmin has been a beast for DRX today. I mean, so consistently, and it doesn't matter if it's an eco round or not. Hyunmin is always showing up.
A rookie player. Last year, he's playing Challengers Japan on 120 ping from Hawaii. DRX take a chance picking this guy up, and my God, have they been rewarded.
Yeah, if you thought he was good on 120 ping, just wait till you see him on 1. Spoiler, he's on 1 ping right now, and this is what the kid can do.
Pretty ridiculous. When the all-star players last Durka were winning trophies, he hadn't even played his first Challengers match. Truly the next generation of VALORANT talent on display here from DRX.
And now coming into this round with a monstrous advantage. DRX posting up 3 over towards this B site. Vitality don't really have ults to dip into here. DRX went full heavy. Very easy to play controlled defensive side here with this Yoru comp.
It's just an execute into the B site. Durka, no chance in the air yet again.
The worm smokes on a global stage. You love to see it.
An interesting one. Bane playing inside the smokes. He's become a worm himself, and they spotted him. He'll get out and over and dip away to safety as well. Vitality, though, still a lot of players ready. When these smokes fall, it's going to be a brawl, and it doesn't go well for freeing. Bane trying to reply back, but overwhelming odds! They only had a half buy, and Vitality now up 4-2. But Hyunmin, the hero of last round, arrives yet again and knows exactly where Les is. Can't take the risk yet. When will he fight? Perfectly timed. Hyunmin, another opportunity, and he rises to that occasion as well. But was it enough? And the 1-on-2 is Flashback. Spotted out by the ult. A double swing from Vitality, and they win the Thrifty.
It is genuinely impressive to see Vitality, even in a Master Card Thrifty round, that they're securing. The fundamentals of how they're approaching these fights, right? Their timing of going up on the top of tube, swinging around left side, right side. That's what really won them the round, right? Because it was a little bit of a mess at the start here, but then it was all these fights they took around backside where Mako's swinging in. There's like 3 or 4 different players on his screen.
When you watch Vitality play, you're not going to see the same super impressive util ult combos that DRX goes for. But they are damn good at the fundamentals, the team fighting. It's really where they thrived in EMEA.
Now all that work that DRX put in to win that bonus round, kind of tossed away. Half makes a little bit more sense. Refight in with that stun. Hyunmin always going to be looking for that. Doesn't get tagged by the stun either. He's going to keep on fighting here.
Safe gets out though. Still, that means DRX maintain control of Fuka.
Yeah, and you know, Vitality left the spike over towards A side this entire time. Dirk and Kicks just been hanging out together, ready to split on in, but someone's got to go get that spike. Need to get that in our hands before we actually take the site. Or maybe they don't.
Eventually. And the alt back site,
Oh, he's in
flashback.
front of it.
Yeah, forced into the smoke here. A very good opportunity if he can find the right timing. An alt, information for him to follow up off of. There's very good flashes. Durka can't see a thing, but the follow-up isn't there just yet. Now here comes DRX, a stun onto Kicks, but it's just too late. And Vitality winning things out by attrition. A refight into backside, an orbital strike to follow. It's lovely for Vitality.
Making quick work there. Ultimate into backside wasn't actually super effective because of how Flashback ended up playing it. But Vitality trade all their teammates out, thrown off by the Your ult coming into play. Dirk had a rough go of things because he's fully scouted out by that Your ultimate, but Kicks at his back from Showers. That wasn't going to be an issue. And again, in these team fights, Vitality just seemingly always coming out on top.
Hey, we like fighting in the mud, yeah? Good job.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. They're just lathered up in it.
Safe, truly an expert in those situations.
He was born in the mud.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Safe. So the second timeout now invested for DRX here. In your bonus round, you have all the momentum in the world, get ecoed, and now it's back to square one.
Meanwhile, Faded's like, yeah, I don't need it. We're doing just fine. Although I will say, Termi, when he called the timeout in the first half, it was very clear. DRX came in with a plan of how they were going to structure their next 2, 3, 4 rounds. You know, whether it was going to be changing that opening default utility, how they were going to, you know, use that to have a fast hit, then fake it, slow it down. So I've got some faith in DRX to have a good read coming in here and not just have an ult play ready to go or something like that, but rather to understand how Vitality has been breaking them apart in these slower paced rounds and also in the post plan.
Really has come down to those final seconds, those final fights where Vitality has thrived.
Fundies have been strong. I also think Vitality have just gotten a lot of space walking into the Cypher side of the map. I'd like to see a DRX with a look where they maybe fight there a little bit more aggressively or push through on the B side. That could be this round.
Freeing, is he going for this one? Stun connects on to save, but he's out of it just in time. Fade will make another attempt, and he does better to trade his teammate.
Yunman's already teleported up to A too. Him and Flashback could lock this down.
The lurk is through. But catches on the Flashback. A nade at his feet. A sky flash as well as a fake. So well played from Kicks.
Still problems though with Hyunmin dropping down into sight. Showers control isn't coming in anytime soon. Hyunmin's gonna find his mark. Still a problem over in triple, ready and waiting for Trex. Not gonna end up happening. Vitality have the sight and Durka's still pushing. Durka's still looking for Bane. Wants a little bit extra and he's gonna have it.
And now a 1v2 put in front of DRX's leader. Spike still not planted. Vitality an opportunity to go for the TP.
And they're still worried about a flank with that early B aggro.
Mako biding his time. Here's the plant committed. And starts to walk his way outside. Durka's going towards elbow, an isolated fight. And in hookah now, Durka waits, a wraparound, an ult in hand. Mako, does he check it in time? Spam, going in. Durka's all the way at triple, but the smoke is up and the timing, it's perfect. An incredibly well-played round for Durka.
I feel like Durka's movement in these clutch situations has just kind of been perfect, right? He's going for these long walkarounds. You think all the way back to, what was it, like round 2 or 3 in the first half where he got the kill up in hookah, went all the way back into long? I think he's got a really good mind right now for just showing up in the least expected place every single time.
That's my MVP. That's my MVP. LeBron James.
What do you think that means for his legacy?
It is very Vitality to, instead of setting up the crossfire, walk all the way through U-Haul, back triple, set up to close out the round. Tough times for DRX now, back down to an eco of their own.
Not another one. They've made it happen before. Got some ults to play with. But Vitality have done a really good job of early round scouting, always going into the weak side of the map on their execs. And again, kind of waiting for DRX to play their hand, to show them where their stack is going to be. This time, though, having bodies around the Cypher, Vitality might end up biting wrong.
Bit of damage done towards short, but Vitality not committing there.
Yeah, it looked like the original plan was going to make Presence be long and then TP. Instead, walking in, oh, freeing, in some trouble. Missiles at the feet to try and stay alive in it, but it's not going to happen. Now here comes a split into the site.
They no one to really help him as he's out wide from the missiles. Durka's rocket is good. And Hyunmin, HP just so low, will be traded out. But the TP, okay. Incredible shot from Flashback, brings this one back into even territory. And a Vandal recovered off of it. Trying to find some shots back through the spam. Mako trying to isolate a fight. But both these players on an island. The Ghost not good enough in that position as Vitality make it to map point.
5 rounds down, DRX need to put up something now that they've actually got rifles in hands. Gonna have the ult advantage going into this next round too.
Now, Vitality have done such a good job of just playing these slower, simple rounds. Figuring out where the heavy side is, going for a late execute with their Teo utility, and winning out in the post-plant team fights.
I do really think the problem right now for DRX, they've just been...
This guy's a reaction machine.
I love it. He's clip farming. But again, it's these rounds where DRX are always playing 4 players on the strong side. And Vitality know they can get these walk-ups and consistently punish into the Cypher with just a little bit of utility shown towards B. It opens up these timings.
Viper's pit out of showers.
Well, that's annoying. How did DRX respond to that? We've already seen a teleport come over. High camera is broken out. Flashback isn't good for it. And now this site's just falling apart. Dirk is still in a warpath here, getting all up inside the smoke. Spotted out, ultimate to come back on in. DRX have no one to follow off of it, actually. And ultimate is gonna come down for freeing. Hyunmin blasting his way through the pit, sees 2. And now the sole hope for DRX on this retake.
Hyunmin flashed up, and Kicks takes care of him, but the pit is dropped in the chaos. Bane will claim 1, and it evens 2 versus 2. No smokes for the Korean squad, and safe on an off angle, somehow freeing, wins it! DRX stay alive!
They threw everything into that round. Teo, breach your ultimates. But they stay alive. These rounds are messy. There's so many things happening. When the particles on their screen alone, it's dizzying. But finally, they come up big in a team fight.
But the common thread in these chaotic rounds is freeing and Hyunmin. Those rookies have been so good for DRX.
DRX really have yet to find a solid B fight here. But finally, Vitality working into this space early on. Drone's gonna spot out freeing, he drops down, but here comes the fight into long again. Good droning from Vitality, sees both of the aggros.
Everyone's getting caught out by util. Durka up top with a smoke to play within. But freeing, he's found a gap beneath it. The one-way for Durka works out, but the trades are excellent from DRX, and Vitality don't have a foothold in the site. Finally, they'll walk out. Bane hears everything. Waits for the fade of the smoke. But Vitality escaped towards long.
Mako doesn't have any smokes to block off long after this one goes down. So they're just walking into crosshairs. Les isn't gonna let you have a chance with that.
And another player caught out. Mako didn't have his weapon in hand. And Hyunmin on the walk. Flashes into long. Les isn't blind. And it's only 1 man left to stand. Bane, an isolated fight towards long, but time is ticking. He needs this last kill onto Kicks, and he needs it quickly. sticking onto the spike, trying to get halfway, but Kicks puts an end to it. 13-8. Vitality strike first on Bind.
Vitality carrying that momentum through. 2-0 up against Pacific's second best, and now 1-0 up against their best. Vitality come out in a big way to kick this one off.
Hello. I'm not doing the hard thing. You're not catching me on that.
Why? Are you gonna become a TikTok meme or what?
Yeah, I'm Batman.
I'm Backman.